I asked the Lord today what was on his heart, and he began to speak to me about gratitude. Gratitude is important because it is not just a feeling. It is a spiritual posture that protects your heart and anchors your perspective in the goodness of God. When you choose to be grateful, even in small ways, you shift your focus from what's missing to what God has already provided. Gratitude is agreement with heaven. It is your declaration that God is present, He is faithful, and He is working, whether you see it or not. But when gratitude is absent, something dangerous begins to happen beneath the surface. An ungrateful heart becomes vulnerable to lies, comparison, discouragement, and spiritual blindness. You stop noticing the blessings that surround you and begin magnifying the problems that once were insignificant. This slow shift in focus becomes a wide open door and an invitation to the enemy. The enemy thrives where gratitude is absent because ingratitude clouds your spiritual vision. When you are not grateful, you unknowingly grant the enemy influence over your thoughts. His whispers become louder, his suggestions become more believable, and his presence becomes more active. You may not recognize it at first because the enemy always works subtly, but step by step, he gains a leadership role in your emotions, in your decisions, and your direction. The danger is that you rarely see the impact until it's too late. The enemy begins to reorder your priorities, distort your thinking, and flip your world upside down. Things that once brought you joy feel heavy. Situations that once were manageable feel overwhelming. You lose clarity, peace, and confidence. Ingratitude blinds you to what God is doing and exaggerates everything the enemy wants you to fear. But when gratitude fills your heart, everything begins to shift again in the right direction. Gratitude restores spiritual alignment. It anchors your soul in truth and draws your attention back to God's promises instead of the enemy's lies. When you practice gratitude, you silence the voice of discouragement and give God your agreement, your trust, and your focus. With gratitude, the Lord takes his rightful place as the leader of your life. He orders your steps, renews your strength, and opens your eyes to the blessings that were already around you. Gratitude is the key that unlocks clarity, peace, and divine direction. It pulls you out of chaos and places you back in God's rhythm. And as God leads, things begin to take shape. Doors open, solutions appear, opportunities align, and your heart becomes steady again. Gratitude shifts the atmosphere in your life. It transforms storms into testimonies, battles into victories, and confusion into purpose. A grateful heart keeps you aligned with God, and when God is leading, everything in your life begins to flourish. Be grateful today. Don't allow the enemy to shift you out of the place of blessing that God wants you to be in. Until next time.